please introduce yourself to the jury by stating your name?
How you doing? My name is Armando Alvarez.
And how old are you?
I'm 36.
And where are you from?
I'm from Houston, Texas.
And what area of town did you grow up in?
I grew up in Southeast Houston,
And is that like the Pasadena area?
Pasadena, South Houston. Yes.
What type of work do you do, Armando?
I'm a licensed electrician.
Tell us a little bit about that. When did you, after you graduated high school, when did you start your apprenticeship to be an electrician?
I started right out of high school. As soon as I graduated, I signed up for the IBEW at the JATC here in Houston, Texas.
You're a little bit nervous, I know.
Sir,
Are you a little bit nervous?
I am.
You know what happens when you're nervous? Just like if you're reading in church, it goes a little
It goes
bit fast.
faster, yeah.
So let's just slow it down, okay?
And if she's ever looking at you, sir, that means you're speaking too fast. That's just her way of saying it, okay?
Okay.
At some point, she'll throw something at you if it's too fast. Okay, so the apprenticeship for being an electrician lasts how many years?
5 years.
And then after those 5 years, what's the next step?
The next day would be a journeyman's.
And did you do that?
I did.
And are you a master electrician?
That's correct.
For a period of time, did you work in California, send money home?
That is correct. I worked as soon as I turned out. I did 5 years in California.
And at what point did you decide to quit going back and forth from Houston to California?
It was close to a year before I lost Arlene.
So she was about 8 when you came back?
That is correct.
And what was your reasoning for coming back to Houston?
I just felt that I was losing a lot of time from her and my other son.
And at that point, did you begin a partnership with another person and have your own electrician business?
That is correct.
And what is that business called?
480 Electric.
And are you married?
I am.
And how long have you and Wendy Alvarez been together?
15 years.
And can you tell us the ages and the names of your children?
At the moment,
Back in February of 2022.
Arlene was 9 years old. Armando Alvarez Jr. was 7 years old. And then we had my son, which was 3 months old at the time.
And today, how many children do you have?
We have 4.
And so, who is the new addition to the family after this incident?
It was Arlene. We named her after Arlene.
And how old is she now?
She is 2 years old.
So Armando, I want to switch gears a little bit and talk about February 14, 2022. Did you work that day?
I did.
And what time did you finish your first job?
I finished right at noon.
In fact, before we go into that, may I first want to show you?
Okay.
I'll show you this marks in State's Exhibit number 9 and 10. Do you recognize these?
Yes, I do.
Do they fairly and accurately depict both Arlene as well as your family?
That's correct.
All right, this time state offers 9 and 10 after tendering to opposing counsel for any judges.
No objection, Your Honor.
With no objection made, the state's exhibits 9 and 10 will be admitted into evidence made public, sir.
And who are we seeing as State's Exhibit number 10? Can
Who's
you
my-
explain who's in the family?
Me and my wife and my 2 kids, Arlene and Gordo, Armando Alvarez.
Call him what?
We call him Gordo.
I'm a big guy.
Yes, he was kind of chubby, and Arlene couldn't say Gordo, so we started calling him Gordo.
We're getting very close.
Very close.
show you State's Exhibit number 9. And here's that picture.
It's my Arlene's picture of that morning before her life was taken away.
What is in her hands?
It was a gift for her teacher.
Okay, so you had said that you had finished up one job on February 14th, 2022.
That's correct.
And what happens after that?
I received a call around 2:30 p.m. of a client, potential client, was saying that his trailer had almost caught on fire due to electrical issues that he had going on.
And so what did you do after receiving that call?
I went over. I told them to give me pictures before I went over. I went just to glance at it, make sure to turn off everything so that the trailer don't catch on fire. I proposed a price for them, and kind of they were already talking that they needed it done. They were afraid. It was kind of a hot day. They were afraid that they were going to have nowhere to stay that night.
So did you take the job?
I did.
And did you, in the moment, did you want to take the job?
I did not. I wanted to come home.
Because,
Yeah, I knew it was a special day for my family.
so about what time, and it's in North Houston, this location?
What is it? Around Northwest.
So about what time do you get home, if you remember?
I got home around 7:40 of that night.
And when you enter the house, what happens?
Arlene ran to the door to give me her gift that she had for Valentine's Day. Her and her mom had gotten for me.
And what was that?
It was a cologne, $1 million. That's what they're called, a $1 million cologne.
And what was your reaction?
Kind of broke my heart. That sometimes we choose work over family, to take care of our business as a man. So I told them to get ready so we can go out to eat.
Now, was there a particular restaurant that y'all would always go to in the neighborhood?
Yes, once a week we'd always go visit Spanky's.
And describe to the jury what Spanky's is.
Spanky's is a local restaurant. It's family-oriented family. Everybody knew us. We're the regulars. We'd always be there once a week. One of Arlene's favorite places to eat pizza.
So does everybody get ready and go to Spanky's?
Correct. When they got ready, Gordo and Arlene got ready.
So as y'all are leaving your house, and at this time, you're actually staying with your in-laws, and tell the jury why that was.
We're staying at my in-laws because we're currently going under construction in our home that we had at the moment, and we decided we were going to start building new.
And how far is Spanky's from that home?
It's about 5 miles.
So you go outside and you're about to go, and tell us what happens.
We were going to go in Wendy's car, but when we stepped outside, I realized that Wendy's car had a flat tire that night. So when I saw that, we didn't know what to do, and I looked at them and said, well, let's just go in my truck.
Did you want to go in your truck?
No, it was a mess from that, me finishing that job. I just grabbed my stuff and I threw everything behind my truck, and I just wanted to get home.
And you didn't want to change the tire that night?
Correct. I didn't want to deal with the tire at night.
Where was the car seat?
In their car.
So now y'all are loading up in your truck. And what happens next?
We leave, and as soon as we exit her mom's house, I received a notification from T-Mobile if I didn't make the payment that the phone was going to get cut off.
So what does that do to your plans of going straight to Spanky's?
Told Wendy's, I'm just going to go deposit the check that Hedges gave me from that job and make the deposit and then go to Spanky's.
Was it far out of the way?
No, it was en route.
And who do you bank with?
Chase.
And the bank that this happened at, was that the one you normally go to?
Correct.
Now, there is a ATM machine at the back of the bank at Winkler. Was that the one that you were gonna go to?
No,
Which one were you gonna go to?
to the one closest to the street in the front of the building.
And why was that?
It's just lighting, more traffic. You're in the front of the street.
And is that also a drive-through, just like the one inside the building?
Correct.
So as you were driving, now tell us where everybody is seated.
I was driving. Wendy was in my passenger side, breastfeeding. Behind her was Arlene, and next to her, behind me, on the passenger side, not passenger, driver side, behind was Armando Jr.
And was Arlene doing anything as y'all were driving? She had
Oh,
anything on?
Yeah, she was watching some TV shows she would like to watch as a teen. She was watching I don't know the name of the show. It was a show she likes to watch.
And when you say she was watching it, what did she have on?
She had on her headphones.
So as you're going down Winkler, at the light before you get to the Chase, do you notice, is there a car by you or anything?
Yes, there's a Y right close to the telewink that turns telephone to Winkler. I'm a very, very visual person sideways. Always try to stay alert. I noticed that there was a car already on my left side.
So as you're driving down Winkler and you're approaching the Chase Bank, and we're talking about the side, the back of it, not where you're eventually trying to go to,
Correct.
what, if anything, catches your attention?
As we were approaching that side, there's a bar there. We were approaching that bank. I noticed off the back that there was a person running away from the bank.
And what did you notice about the person?
He was wearing a hoodie and he had a face mask on.
And did you notice anything in his hand?
Yes, he had a purse.
And as he is running, what, if anything, do you hear, see, or whatever?
We didn't see anything. We didn't hear anything. The only thing we saw him running, and we proceeded forward.
Then what did you notice?
I noticed a person that was shooting my vehicle. Was shooting towards him, which was towards my vehicle,
Okay.
in the front windshield.
Now, so as you're approaching there, okay, you're seeing shots and the man running. Is that accurate?
Correct.
So at first he's shooting at the guy, and now you're afraid he's going to shoot at you.
Shoot at me.
Objection meeting.
Please don't be-
Okay. Correct me if I'm wrong. Is that what you're saying?
That is correct.
Okay. So as you are approaching, and that happens, what is your immediate thought to do?
To get down, to tell everybody to get down.
Now, what are you doing with your truck as you're driving? What are you thinking you're going to do?
I didn't know whether to make a left or a right. I was kind of in shock of what to do next. I did realize that there was a car on my left side.
Okay. Now, when you say make a left, what do you mean by that?
Try to make a U-turn. I didn't want to hit my vehicle with another vehicle.
Okay. So your first thought was to try and do a U-turn,
Correct.
but then you remembered the red car by you.
Correct.
Okay. So when that happens, what do you then do?
I floored the vehicle as fast as I could, as fast as the vehicle could.
And then you've already yelled what to everybody?
I had told her already at that moment, as soon as I was gonna floor it, I already had told everybody to get down.
And then as you're going by the Chase, do you get down as well, or what do you do?
I don't no. Me and Wendy stayed up. For some reason, we didn't look down, but we were just looking at towards the person shooting my vehicle.
And could you tell, I'm not going to ask you a specific number, could you tell how many, did it seem like he was shooting just once or many times?
Many times.
So as you drive by that chase, tell us what happens.
The person shooting at my vehicle, he only shot two towards the robber, and then he intentionally turned his gun towards my vehicle, shot twice, and then shot 6 times to my vehicle, and 2 of those bullets hit my truck.
And you know where the bullets hit your truck.
Yes.
Can you tell us where the 2 spots were?
One of them was my the diesel tank on the vehicle, and then the other one was obviously Arlene's death.
Now, Armando, as you're passing by, and passing, I know you seeing the person that's shooting.
Yes.
As you pass that, what do you then do?
I mean, we were looking straight at him as he was shooting to our vehicle.
Do you immediately stop or you go down the road just a little bit?
No, I go down the road a little bit when I realized I seen Arlene's head hit forward in my console. I thought she had ducked down, but she didn't. It was really because she had a bullet in her head.
And what was Armando doing at that moment?
He did go down. He did duck down.
And was he saying anything at that point?
He started screaming that Arlene got hit. Something happened to Arlene.
So do you stop your vehicle basically in the front of the chase there on Winkler?
If I recall, I ended up stopping towards the other entrance that gives you the access to the front of the building.
But you're still on Winkler at that
Correct.
point. And then what do you do?
I get off the vehicle because I realized Arlene went forward too hard. Like I just panicked, and then I got off the vehicle and I ran around my vehicle to get her attention to make sure she was okay.
Now, when you say you ran around your vehicle, did you run from the front or the back?
To the back.
To her driver's side door? I mean, her door on the.
Correct. To her door, passenger door.
And you open the door?
I opened the door and she was down and I seen blood.
And so when that happens, what do you do?
I panicked and I still seen that black vehicle, black 4-door sedan was barely pulling out. And then I jumped back around and decided that I was going to try to get his information. And then when I made the U-turn, I chased him down, but I just realized that life was more important than getting the person that was shooting my vehicle.
And so you voluntarily stopped.
Correct.
And when you stopped, what did you then do?
I got down and I panicked again, and I went around the vehicle for the second time. And I started shouting for Wendy to call 911. Early had gotten hit.
And then what happens next?
I got her out the vehicle. I was trying to get her out the vehicle and try to render aid to her as much as I can. Or Wendy was screaming at me for me to give her CPR, and I just couldn't.
Why not?
No, I'm not really trained for that.
So did you take her out of the vehicle?
Correct. Pulled her out, carried her up. I was trying to get her to wake up because her eyes was already closed.
Was she still breathing?
She was breathing heavily.
And what, if anything, happened as you were taking her out?
I'm taking her out. I carried her in my arms like a baby. And she was breathing very, very hard. And I just felt her get wet, her wet pants that night.
She
Yeah.
urinated herself?
She urinated herself.
That was what she.
Me?
Armando, I've shown you this brief video. Show you State's Exhibit number 65. Is that your initials on this?
That's my initials.
So is this the video that you were able to watch with me?
Yes, sir.
And does it fairly and accurately depict what you described to the jury from the surveillance of you getting out of the vehicle and getting Arlene out with you?
Yes.
All right, this time, State Officer 65, and evidence. Happy to be counsel.
section states exhibit number 65 will be admitted to evidence in the public, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor. And do you sit there until EMS arrives?
Was that
Do
again?
you stay there until EMS arrives?
Correct.
Can we see on that video that the windows were rolled down at that point? Why is that?
It was when Wendy didn't know how to react, and she rolled down the windows to communicate with me and to talk to me and scream at me. Really,
When you were driving by the chase, when the gunfire happened,
correct.
Were the windows up?
Yes,
Explain to the jury what type of tint you have on your windows.
I have a dark windows because I work in construction. I'm always out in the heat, in the sun, so my vehicles are always dark.
Do you know the percentage or whatever,
5%,
the highest you can go?
correct.
And what type of truck is it?
It was the 2019 F-250 Platinum.
So then HFD arrives and as well as the police, right?
Correct.
And what was going on in your mind at that point?
I was going crazy. I was trying to figure out how to save my daughter, how to get her to open her eyes.
I'm going to show you what's already been evidence, which was the body cam footage of you at the scene. So,
What they were just trying to lie.
Arlene, go with them. You have to go.
Somebody over there.
You have to go with Arlene. Go to the truck. Come on.
That's the dad.
That's the dad. That's mom. Mom's going with him. Ambulance 4 is going to more. Hey. Hey. Why don't you do that? No, it's just me and back out here right now. He's still going to go to that location. More from an ambulance 40. Yeah. There's a black guy in here, and I guess he brought the guy in the car. And it says right when they started shooting. I was going that way. I was just waiting to turn around. I was going that way. Okay, they must have leave it right now. That first unit right there, follow them. That's where out there. You gotta hit me in the head. The last person on the 18th. Okay. He was on. I think going upstairs. Okay. Okay. We're gonna get this guy. Okay. Trust me, man. We're gonna get him back. We're taking off. Okay. So we gotta just get this going first. Okay. It's your truck. What happened? My truck. What happened? I was going this way. Yeah. Somebody, I just seen a black guy running, and the guy in that car had 18 randomly. I just seen some shit at that guy. Like it was so randomly shot towards my truck. Boom. Yeah. Shot twice. Yeah. And it hit right there in the fucking head. Where's that car over there that was shooting at? That was the 18 right there. The car was right there. The guy was here. It was all my stuff. Like a pretty round, pretty quick. Okay. That was in my truck. Okay. That's your. The guy was sitting right here. Okay. There's cameras. The other one was 9:15. So he shot. Yeah. Okay. There's a car right here. That's where he's thinking. What kind of car was it? Man, it was a fucking car. Black car? So I was driving that way. Okay. You were driving this way? Yes. And so when you got shot, you started shooting. When I passed by him to stop to hit my fucking, that's when it, man, it fucking hit my daughter. Okay. All right. So right here. So there's, whenever it touches this camera, there's somebody sees this camera right here. Okay. All right. Let's not touch this, okay? Let's not touch this. All right, man. You got your ID? Yeah. All right. Let's go attack one real quick. So, in the black car, it's all you remember, right? Black car? Yes, I remember black car. Well, you remember, hey, you remember the way he went? You remember the way he go that way or this way? He turned this way like this. Took off that way, this. My car, he was long. Okay. All right. Okay. Yeah, I'm still getting information here. We got a guy that, I guess he got targeted, he was getting robbed, so he pulled the gun out, shot at the guy, tried to rob him, ended up shooting the complainant here. Last seen going down Woodard to the high rate speed, black four-door sedan. Just need one more unit out here. We got some shell casings over to the bank. We can probably get a good idea on this guy. He thought I was the guy that got me robbed. Yeah. Oh, he just got right here. Start going off roads all together over here. Start blocking this road off.
So Armando, officers arrived within 5 or 10 minutes, right?
It seems seconds.
I want to ask you about that. It seemed like you processed what you were witnessing as you were driving pretty fast.
Right.
Somehow you knew the guy, you first saw Rudd was the robber, and then the person shooting at him was the person robbed.
Right.
How could you process it that quickly?
It's just knowledge, just like common sense, I guess. I don't know. I just went into put two and two together, you know.
Bank, guy running to the hoodie, someone shooting at.
Correct.
When you watch that, how do you feel about your demeanor? How do you feel about it?
About what?
How do you feel about your demeanor? How do you think you handled yourself there?
I actually thought I was being more rude to the cops because I kind of went blank that whole night after that.
You weren't. You weren't rude. Now you said something on there where you said, I don't know why he thought I was the one who robbed him.
Right.
How'd you think that? Again, you're processing fast, why'd you think that?
Correct. 'Cause I mean, I see the guy running, and we just accidentally crossed paths from his side and my side.
I'm gonna show you some of these videos, okay? The first one is gonna be what's already in evidence, is the chase. Clearly, you're not at the scene yet. You're driving down Winkler at some point, right?
Correct.
And we're gonna, at some point, the first headlights that we see after the robbery is you. And for the record, I'm playing what's already been admitted into evidence. Number one, Stacy one. Are these headlights that are coming down the street, is that you?
Yes.
Now, it looks like you're passing that chase sign at the same time that assailant was going on the other side, is that right?
Correct.
Objection leading.
Please only your witness.
So are those your headlights there?
Yes.
Now, at this point, this is around the time you would have stopped or no?
Yes.
Now, do you even remember another shot as you were down the street with Arlene?
At the moment, no.
By this time, State Officer States 2, which is the China Star surveillance video that's still on record on file report, as well as States 3, which is the 226 Winkler surveillance video that's still on file report, and the defense has copies.
No objection, Your Honor.
With no objection, case number 2 and 3 will be admitted and admitted to published.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Yeah.
Now, what I'm about to show you is phase two, which is the surveillance from across the street. Now, Armando, at the top of the screen there, across the street, what would that be?
The bar, the chase in the bar, the fence line between the Chase Bank and that. There's, I believe, that's a bar.
So bar on one side of the fence, and then that's the entrance to that side Chase ATM
Correct.
that you see there? Okay. Now, at the top of the screen, do you see someone running? All right, let's stop there. Whose truck is that that's approaching that spot?
That's my truck.
Okay. Let's continue. And we see the vehicle that was behind you. Is that the one you're referring to?
Yes.
What did we also see? A figure run past your truck. Who was that?
The robber.
Now, was he running to your truck, or how would you describe how he's running?
No, I was in the street. He was nearly the fence line. He was hugging the sidewalk.
And did you notice him as he
Yes.
ran by you?
Yes.
And then at some point when you're approaching that chase sign, that's when you notice what?
The person was already shooting my vehicle, towards my vehicle.
Now I'm going to show you states 3. And this is that surveillance from the side, kind of by where the bar is.
That is correct.
So, go ahead, we're going to go ahead and play it. And pause it at a certain spot. Couple of things I want to ask you. Did you notice how you kind of moved your car a little bit to the right?
Right.
Were you planning on going into the chase there?
No,
Why were you turning a little bit to the right?
I didn't know whether to go into their property or to make a U-turn
And then that's when you decided to what?
to forward my vehicle.
And then you see someone there lifting up his arm. Is that right?
Right.
Now, had you already passed him at that point?
Yes.
Now, where have you seen this before?
On the news,
A lot?
a lot right after the accident.
Did you ever see that chase video that we showed you on the news?
No.
So did you even see him lift up his arm like this?
I know. I never did.
How would you describe what you remember that robbery person doing as he was running and past your truck?
Just running. He was just running.
After you talked to the police officers that night, did you go to the hospital?
Oh, they let me go after they asked questions and they did their part. They released me to go to to go to the hospital to be with Arlene and Wendy.
And was she put on life support at some point that night?
Yes.
And at some point the next day, what happens?
They already had told Wendy that she wasn't gonna make it that night, and probably like at, if I remember, it was at 11 at night. They already had told her she was not gonna make it, that she was already brain dead.
And after that is when they brought you to the hospital to be with her?
All right.
And did they end life support the next day?
Yeah, they gave us they gave us our time to decide when to pull the plug, and we were hoping for her to stay awake. She-
Gentlemen, we approach.
So Armando, did she pass away the next day?
Correct.
After some time had passed, on April 23rd, 2024, did you previously testify and say, describing the incident, that they were shooting at each other?
Correct.
And I'm just going to ask you, is that what you remember?
No, it was just something that we saw. I guess we kept seeing it on the news, and keep seeing the person raise his hand, and then once he jumped the fence, we see him raise his hand again.
But you did say it.
I did.
But to be clear, you do own saying that statement, right?
Yes.
It's going to be up to the jury, and you understand that.
Correct.
Matt Motion?
Okay.
I'm going to show you, it's been marked as State's Exhibit 11, 12, 13, 14. You recognize these?
Yes, I do.
Now, did they fairly and accurately depict your truck and the contents of your truck as they were on February 14, 2022?
Yes.
All right, Mr. Officers, 11 through 14, after tendering to opposing counsel permanent findings.
No objection, Your Honor.
We know objections to various states 11 through 14 will be admitted to evidence on 11 through 14. Is that correct, Mr. Jordan?
I'm sorry?
11 through 14.
Yes, sir.
It'll be minutes that minutes have been published, sir.
Show you state's exhibit number 11. And it's just your drunk.
Yes,
Armando, are you a gun guy?
I am a gun guy.
Do you have your license to carry?
I do,
And why do you have your license to carry?
to protect myself.
And in addition to, so do you carry a gun on your person sometimes or all the time?
All the time.
Now, is that for work and things of that nature?
Correct, to protect myself during work hours.
And the type of work you do, you go to a lot of different residences and things of that nature.
Correct.
That is, sometimes you don't have your gun with you.
Yeah, it's like that night.
Now, in addition, are you a gun enthusiast and have an AR?
Yes, I do.
And where do you use that?
In a gun range.
So in your car, you have some magazines and books, right? So states 12 is what?
My AR clip.
States 13.
My handgun clips, and not the clips, but the ammunition.
Now, even today, your new truck, does it have bullets and magazines in it?
I have those exact same ones still in my truck today. I just carried them over.
The week before this incident, had you been anywhere?
Yeah, I had been to the gun range a couple of days before.
But again, you did not have your gun with you then.
I did not.
You had mentioned Arlene had headphones on. Show you states to 14. Are these the headphones?
Yes.
Armando, you see the man, Tony Earls, that you saw that evening shooting at your truck.
Yes, I do.
Could you point to him and describe what he is wearing in court today?
He's wearing a white shirt with a blue tie.
Your Honor, the record reflects to identify the defendant.
So we reflect, when this is identified as defendant, Mr. Earls, you may continue.
And all passwords.
Your Honor, we have a second. Your Honor, will you approach? Hey, Mr. Alvarez. Let's talk about Valentine's Day. I know it's a really difficult subject.
Can you speak up?
I said, I know it's a really difficult subject to talk about Valentine's Day in 2022. It was late, right?
Right.
It was really dark. You saw a robbery, correct?
Correct.
You were going to make a deposit at the ATM?
That is correct.
You slowed down to make a deposit?
No, you don't slow down for that reason. You slow down because you saw something going on in the bank.
Okay. So you slowed down because you saw something going on?
Correct.
And on December 4th, 2023, you testified under oath, correct?
On the what?
Under oath?
Correct.
And at that time, you testified that Mr. Earls and the robber were shooting at each other, correct?
Correct.
And again, on April 24th, or April 23rd, 2024, you again were under oath, correct?
Correct.
And you again testified that Tony and the robber were shooting at each other.
Right.
And after testifying twice under oath that they were shooting at each other, you're now saying that they weren't shooting at each other.
You're easily influenced with what you see on social media, on the news. I've never seen the other video at the end when he shoots again.
Okay. So after meeting with the prosecutor, you're now saying that they weren't shooting at each other, correct?
Correct.
It all happened really fast, right?
Correct.
And at some point, you and the robber are right next to each other,
Correct.
correct?
Mhm.
And at that point, you floored it,
Yes.
meaning you sped up really fast,
Sped up as fast as I could. The vehicle can.
correct?
Mhm.
And it was so fast that things flew out of your truck, correct?
Correct.
There were toolboxes,
There were job materials, breakers, disconnects, stuff that I use for my job.
metal items,
Correct.
right? And you hit the curb, right? At some point?
No, I guess after watching the videos, I didn't hit the curve until I was trying to turn back around.
Okay. So you floor it and you keep going straight, right?
Correct.
Okay, and you were in the lane closest to the bank,
Correct.
and you, at that point, are driving towards, I think, is it Winkler? Is that correct?
I believe so.
And then you see Tony's car, correct?
Then I don't understand your question.
Okay, you see Tony's car exiting, Mr. Earl's car, you see it exiting the Chase Bank, correct?
At one moment,
After you're driving forward, correct?
no,
You don't see him exiting?
no. I shoot him shooting at my vehicle.
Okay. At some point, do you follow Mr. Earl's car?
After I seen Arlene was down, hit in the head.
Let's go back to the December 4th, 2023 statement, okay? Do you remember indicating that you were chasing Mr. Earls?
No,
You don't remember stating that?
No.
Okay, and again, in April of 2024, you don't remember stating that you were chasing Mr. Earls?
I was never chasing him. I was going to get his information. It's not a chase. It's not an initial chase.
So you were chasing him to get his information?
Right.
And then you make a U-turn?
No, I stopped, got Arlene out the vehicle, looked at her, ran around behind, ran again to my driver's side, backed up, hit my curve. That's when he shoots twice again. I was not aware of, and then tried to go towards him, but he already had sped off.
Okay, so you chased him down.
It's not a chase down.
We have a second one. let's go back to when Officer Stevens arrived and you were giving him your statement. You told him, Mr. Earls must have thought that you were with the robber,
That's right.
correct?
Yes, I did.
You indicated your windows were up, correct?
Yeah.
Who rolled the windows down?
Wendy did. Wendy?
They were rolled down when you made the U-turn?
No.
At what point did they get
When
rolled
we
down?
stopped right in front of that China Star, when you see the dumpster, when me putting out my daughter, she rolled down the window at that moment to talk to me or scream at me.
Okay. The video showing the chase video.
Which video would you like?
Judge, may we have a moment? There's a lot of video footage.
Do you need a lot of moment?
What's that?
Do I need to recess for today?
Well, it'll make it easier for the jury rather than having them sit here and everybody else.
Sure, let's see you tomorrow at 9:30. Remember my admonishments, do not talk about the case. Obviously, media is around, do not see the news, do not tweet about it, do not go to any scenes. The same instructions I gave you, Mr. You as well, sir. I don't have to say. Thank you all, and y'all need to figure out tomorrow, I want to work later, at past 5, hopefully. We just figure out how long y'all want to work till that reset. Thank you.
All right, for the jury.
You all may be seated, we'll stand in recess till tomorrow.
All right, Judge, before we recess, can we stipulate something like that? Yeah, you want to just run the record, so we just make sure now.
Yeah, guys, this is this is going to be a tough one for different people in different ways, right? Just so y'all all aware that they did take this to a grand jury. They tried to get it as a redrum, and it was rejected. And the family was pushing and pushing and pushing for some type of charge, and it went back in front of a grand jury with some additional evidence, and they classified it as a manslaughter case. And so that's how we kind of got here. Yeah, and I think his is it is I can't remember. Don't give me to telling stories. Lies or not truths. I'll have to go back and see which one it is. I'm almost sure it's let me go check. Yeah, because I'm up here. I'm trying to find the court documents. That's what I'm trying to do, so I can get it for our court watcher that wants to, or Jason that's gonna think about going in there, right? So he faces manslaughter charge instead. It doesn't tell me if it's voluntary or involuntary manslaughter, so I can't really say for that. I will have to, hopefully I can get some court documents. This is going to be in Houston, Texas. Oh, they don't have a distinction? Okay, OnlyFans. Yeah, I don't see it. So that's probably definitely right. So it appears that the grand jury in Houston declined to indict him July of 2022 for the first evidence that was presented for a redrum. Then the Alvarez family, particularly the mom and the aunt, pushed for additional investigation for the case to be reconsidered. And so they had it reconsidered. Hey, Fowler, damn it. Welcome back, Allison. So, yeah, so later in 2025, the redrum charge was dropped and it was replaced, and he faces manslaughter. I don't think we have any probation right now, Vanessa. I'm not sure. I mean, this has just affected a lot of different lives. I mean, but I want y'all to keep in mind as we're listening to this case and as I'm putting polls in the chat room and things of that nature, there's a lot of different variables. And if we need to go back and look at the video, the one good thing about, I'm more than welcome to look at any of the video. You say you confused on how Earl's being scapegoated then. They probably tested the bullets, Marilda, and they have found out that. So what I've understood, and y'all can, and as we're watching this case, I'm just going based off of what I understand on how this case presented. Dad that we just heard testify, he was stating that he saw two people shooting. So if we got two people shooting and he's saying nobody was shooting out of his car, it had to be the robber, right? And Earl. Earl was up in the impression that he was being shot at by the robber. And dad is saying that he saw two people shooting at each other. So it kind of justifies that Earl was shooting back, right? But I think what happened is after all the evidence was collected, after all the shell casings were collected, after the bullet was tested, they found out there was only one person shooting. So he just believed that somebody else was shooting at him, Earl. And the dad in the vehicle also believed that it was two people shooting at each other until they started seeing additional video and additional evidence. And the dad, was like, okay, well, I guess there was only one person shooting, and that was Earl. So they're saying that, Earl was out there shooting and he was shooting carelessly. At the end of the day, right, therapist. So at the end of the day, he was the only person that was shooting, but it's not what I'm trying to, I guess, what was reasonable. So you got to think, we looking at all of this in slow motion and after the fact, but you think about it. Somebody just came up to you and your wife, y'all in the car at a Chase Bank. They have robbed you. They have put a gun up to your head. You get out of the car, your adrenaline is rushing, and you see the robber, you start shooting. You see that, and then this vehicle is coming from the direction that the robber is, and you're thinking that, I'm not saying it's totally responsible, but we want to make sure that we thinking adrenaline, rushing. We just looking at it all in so slow motion so we can dissect everything. So I just want, and I just want us to, understand this. And that's why I thought that this was like a real, because some of the cases that we looking at, they be like clear cut. We be like guilty as soon as they open their mouth and we look at them. This one, I'm not saying that he may not be responsible. I mean, you know what I'm saying? But is it 20 years worth of responsibility? Because he facing 2 to 20. Yeah, and I mean, like, guys, this guy did not intend to all he wanted to do was protect his wife. Like, they even have a press conference, and I can show it to you guys, where their family is distraught too. Like, he can't even hold his head up. Like, this have been life-changing, and I mean, I can't imagine. I don't know how I would feel in either situation. But what I can tell you is that the community for Arlene has been affected. Her family has been affected. Like, everybody has been affected in regards to this. And all for that. And this robber is probably still out there robbing people. That's the crazy part about all of this. The person that initiated all this stuff is still out here. Most likely. Because they don't even know who it is. Yeah, Jason, and I get it that they do have, some of them do have huge consequences, but I don't know if we're talking about 20 years worth. That's the max that he can get. And I'm telling you, when your adrenaline is rushing, I mean, I guess it's just like when when we talk about officers who are licensed to carry and licensed to shoot and kill, right? And other live people, they always, what was your threat? Or when you're doing a self-defense claim, right? What was reasonable for you to feel threatened at the time? So just like putting yourself in that person's shoes to a degree. I mean, because I've been robbed at gunpoint. And guys, it is not like, I mean, of course, I did not have a gun to shoot back, but it can be a very traumatizing situation, right? Like, so I've been robbed. I mean, I didn't have a gun to get back out, and I probably wouldn't have. Me personally, I probably would have been just, as long as you leave me alone, you can have all this little stuff and keep it moving. I mean, that's what I had to do. I mean, I sat in the car and I had my hands over my face and covered my eyes and told them, I don't see you. Take whatever you want. And they told me to get out the car, and I got out of the car and I went behind the bank ATM machine. And I told them I'm gonna keep my eyes covered because I don't want y'all to even have a reason to shoot me. I do not see you, do not care. Take it. So, but if I had a weapon, I don't know. Do I get out of the car and I start? I don't know. Because men are a little different because he was in the car with his wife. He did just see a gun go up to his wife's head. He is supposed to be the protector. We do want you to protect us responsibly. So I guess it's kind of twofold, guys. Yeah, Vanessa. Okay, yeah, Jason. Okay, I see what you're saying. The robber is running away. The threat is over. Got it. Yeah, and I think that's gonna be the hard thing that they're gonna have to yeah, that's gonna be a battle that they have to climb. It is more like the heat of passion. Like, I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, we know it's not premeditated, right? I don't know. We'll see as the evidence come in, but I definitely know that it's tragic on all sides. Yeah, Carvel, and that's the important point that you're making, because it got to be what he reasonably thought. Because even though we know at this point in time, Jason, that I don't know. So even though we thought it might have been reasonable, remember, Dad original statement that he had made like on multiple occasions said that he saw two people shooting at each other. Remember, Earl thought that at the time that the robber was shooting at him. Now, although now that the evidence is coming in and what the state is presenting, we are up under the impression that that was not the case. So let's go on to day 2 of the trial. Yesterday was day 3. We just on day 2, okay, guys? So let's go on to day 2 and see what testimony we have for day 2 and get some more evidence on the docket for ourselves, okay?
Good morning, everybody. I'm Ron Trevino, along with Steph Simmons. We're continuing our coverage of the Tony Earls trial as the courtroom gets ready to start date.
Live look right now from inside the courtroom. You can see they are doing the all rise. The judge has just been seated just a few minutes ago. Aragochi Loca and Anieli Ruiz are both there taking notes. They will have a live report coming up for you on KHOU 11 News at noon and also in our afternoon newscast.
All right, let's listen in now.
So we won't waste any time. I believe the defense has a witness, is that correct?
Correct, Your Honor.
Ms. Witness, you may proceed. Good morning, Arlene.
Good morning. Mr. Alvarez,
Go ahead.
I'm sorry, we took a break yesterday because we were all a little confused as to where you had stopped on the night of February 14th.
Right.
So I'm going to show you what's been marked as Defense Exhibit 1 for demonstrative purposes. May I please, witness?
Yeah.
Can you show me here with this marker where it is that you initially stopped?
The first time?
Yes.
Right here.
Okay. And then can you put that with a 1? Okay. And then where is it that you stopped the second time?
Around the dumpster, maybe here.
Okay. And this is where you slammed on your brakes, correct?
I stopped because I seen Arlene head go down.
Okay. And you put the car in reverse?
No,
Correct?
I stopped and I got off the vehicle.
Okay, you didn't put your car in reverse this
No.
time? Okay. Thank you. Your Honor, I'm going to turn it to opposing counsel.
What is the number?
It's a map,
Number?
number 1, defense 1.
No objection. With no objection, make defense number 1 be admitted to evidence in the procedure in public.
So number 1 is where you said you stopped the
That is-
first time?
that is correct. Mhm.
Okay. And you got out of the car, correct?
Correct.
And you indicated you did not put the car in reverse that
I
time?
did nothing.
Okay. Then you got back into your car?
After I saw Arlene head go down, I went around my truck, tried to render aid, and I seen that she was down, ran back to the driver's side, and then I went in reverse, and then I was trying to get his information. And then when I realized that Arlene
You
had,
put the car in reverse?
yes,
Okay. Then you made a U-turn
yes,
and you began chasing Tony?
it's not a chase,
Okay. And then you got back out at number 2?
correct?
This is where the Chase Bank is, correct? Sorry.
That is correct.
And the entrance is right here?
Is that the backside?
Yes.
I believe so.
Nothing wrong. You indicated that your car has 5% tint, correct? So you would have to agree that those same tinted windows would have prevented Tony from seeing into your car, correct?
Correct.
And you watched the officer's body cam video from yesterday, correct?
Yes, correct.
And you saw yourself telling the officer what happened, correct?
That's correct.
And what you told the officer was that Tony shot at your truck because he believed you were involved in the robbery, correct?
That is correct.
Pass the witness.
State, nothing further, Judge. May this witness be excused, please? Defense, may this witness be excused?
Yes, Your Honor.
Subject.
Subject to recall.
Thank you, sir.